Hey guys, what is up and welcome to a new NVIDIA daily update video. So today, let's talk about NVIDIA. I'm a little bit tired. I just had a lot of pizza. I'm not completely honest. So I'm gonna make this video short and sweet, but yeah, let's just jump into it. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. And of course, if you enjoy my analysis, I do have a membership section on YouTube. That link is down below in the description of the video. For just $3 a month, you get access to all my intraday thoughts, post updates, technical analysis, etc. Tesla, other stocks as well for just $3 a month, or for $5, you get access to all of that, plus NVIDIA daily updates as well. But excuse me, jumping into it, NVIDIA closing the day almost down 5% on the day, closing at $132.50 per share. And compared to the market, it's honestly more or less in line with the market, I would say. So let's talk about this and why is NVIDIA falling? Is this bad? Is it going to crash even further? Or is this the bottom, right? That's the main question everyone has. To make it very simple, let's put it this way. So 130 is very important. 130 is very important because, well, we had a massive area of resistance of 130 right here. We had some resistance here, and then we finally broke above it and turned it into a support back here and made our way back up. And now we're coming back into it, right? So NVIDIA, honestly, simply put, needs to hold 130. That's very, very important, right? Just strictly from a horizontal resistance support kind of perspective. 130, very important. Below 130, no bueno, and we most likely make our way back down to, like I said, about the mid 120s, maybe even lower, right? So watch for that. That's important to understand. Now on the daily, on top of everything else, you know, like I said, I've been saying for the past several days that NVIDIA, despite it kind of going up or sideways, I'm just consistently seeing weaker and weaker momentum. Not necessarily bearish momentum, but the bullish momentum has more or less evaporated, is what I was saying for quite a while, right? But what happens when bullish momentum evaporates? Probably the other side is coming in slowly but surely. And that's essentially what happened, right? As NVIDIA was going sideways, all my indicators were just getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. Finally got a crossover in the stochastic a couple of days ago, which I brought up in the video and in my member section as well. BX trender, lowered lows, red band. Like, there were a lot of signs pointing to the fact that, yeah, there's problems here, guys. There's problems. Like, we're not showing any real signs of life. And in fact, we're just weakening despite the stock pretty much going sideways. Like, I don't like to see that for the most part. Now, obviously, this didn't have to go to the downside, right? We talked about the major levels, right? We talked about, 137 to 135 and how we broke down below it yesterday. Could have been a little bit concerning. But, we mentioned how there was upside potential. It's just, I don't think that's going to be the play. But obviously, we always look at both perspectives. And in this case, obviously, we went down with the bearish perspective. Now, what does this mean moving forward? Well, like I said, 130 pretty much needs to hold. Below 130, if that's lost, that's really, really bearish, and NVIDIA will most likely correct back down to at least the mid 120s, in my opinion. We also closed below the 21 EMA on NVIDIA, which isn't ideal. So unless NVIDIA can reclaim it, honestly, as early as tomorrow, I would say, this could be a bit of a concern, especially if we come back up into it tomorrow or something like that, or maybe Monday, and we very clearly turn it back into a resistance. That's going to be, definitely not a good sign. So you want to watch for that moving forward and see if NVIDIA can close back above it or not. Pretty much really closing back above, honestly, like 135 to 136. So watch for that. That's going to be the main thing I'll be looking at. If it cannot do that, I will assume that this bearish momentum is legitimate, and we most likely will continue our way back down, like I said, to the 120s, right? That's the way I look at it. If NVIDIA can close back above it, then I would view this as a massive bear trap, and at the very least, I would assume NVIDIA makes its way back up to 145. So really just watch out for those two things, right? Does it maintain below the 21 EMA, or does it not? But again, my indicators, despite some of them are finally getting into some oversold territory, maybe not oversold, but pretty fairly oversold, I would say. Like the RSI you can see here, and even the BX trend is starting to get pretty damn low in the red bars. They're not signaling a reversal just yet, or a potential of a reversal just yet, but there are, it feels like we're getting a little bit closer just off of those two alone. The issue here is the fact that the MACD just freshly crossed to the bearish side. That has more room to the downside. Stochastic has a lot more room to the downside. So that's why I'm getting a little bit of conflicting results. I still don't like the way NVIDIA is looking like, but if I were to enter a long position, which I am considering, it would essentially just come down to, can we hold 130 or not? Close one, or hold below one, or go below 130. All right, that's a stop loss. Hold above 130. Let's see where this baby goes, and maybe we can, turn this into a bear trap. Get back above that 21 EMA and make our way back up at the least to that all-time high retest of about 145. So yeah, plain and simple, not overcomplicating it. That's going to be the basic idea, I would say, of NVIDIA. Most bearish flow, by the way, today, finally back up to some decent number of 45 million. So yeah, that's really just that simple. Apple earnings coming out just, any minute now. Let's see what that happens, or what Apple can do. Maybe Apple can save the market. Amazon doing pretty well, though the market's not moving too much off of it for some reason. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see how the market reacts tomorrow. Elections next week. Let's see. Don't forget the VIX spiking pretty hard. Watch out for that as well. But yeah, Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.